Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Last week Valve just announced its brand new hardware called the Steam Deck. I'm calling it PC2. It is my opportunity to call it PC2. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with all the details and the specs of this device. Let's just jump into the pros and cons. We'll start off with the cons, and I've noticed that the first main issue here is the storage. You basically start off with 64 GB. In a world where most games are 50 GB and above, does this mean that we are stuck with just one game in the Steam Deck? I know you can upgrade your storage, but it basically means if you buy the lowest base version of the device, you have to buy. There's no other choice, no other working around it. You have to buy extra storage, and this is a big con for me. Next up is the trackpad. I play a lot of strategy games and I'm not convinced by this trackpad. I play ranked Dota games, and will this actually be competitive enough? I don't think it will be. I think it's a huge disadvantage. I mean, if you want to play Age of Empires, will you just be playing single player in the trackpad? Or what if you want to play multiplayer? Will it actually help? It doesn't look stable. It's good, but I'm not convinced when it comes to strategy games. Maybe a slow-paced strategy games that have no consequences. Maybe, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not meant for multiplayer then. Alright, moving on, we have the dock. The dock is sold separately. Come on, Valve, this should have been included with the device on the get-go. I get it, they have to make money, but this should have been included. It also makes sense that they include this separately because some people don't want the dock, but I want the dock, and I think that this should have been included. Alright, next up is the power consumption. Valve has mentioned that the Steam Deck can be powered on for like 2 to 8 hours. I don't believe this. I think the lowest number, that is 2 hours, is gonna be the maximum that you can run a game. And when you actually think about it, 2 hours is actually pretty decent. Not many of us were like kids back then when we can game for 8 hours. I think 2 hours is good. 1 hour is good enough for me too. I got a job, and if I can game for just 1 hour, take this with me somewhere, it's awesome. And the main con that I have an issue here is the upgradability of this device. Can this device be upgraded like a PC? Absolutely not. I don't think so, but can you imagine if that was possible? It would be so amazing. But I think the only thing that can be upgraded here is the storage. It would be so awesome if you could upgrade the CPU, if you could upgrade the GPU just like a normal PC. Because my main issue with this is, how long will this last? Will it last for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? I don't think so. If you can't upgrade this device, and if you can only upgrade the storage, we are gonna end up with a device that's actually gonna be left behind. And that is a huge problem for me. Right, those are the cons. Let's move on to the pros. At number 5, we have the Steam library. This is amazing. All your Steam games. I think some games are not included, but majority of your Steam games in a handheld device. It's a dream come true. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just love this. I don't need to even expand on this. It's amazing. Right, at number 4, this little device can support 60 FPS. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. I've said amazing so many times, and I love this. Whether this actually can support games like in high for 60 FPS, I would be really impressed. But even so, if it supports medium at 60 FPS, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Alright, another pro that's next up at number 3 is, at least for me, it's better than using a laptop. Ever have one of those days where you just don't want to get out of the couch? I'm not sociable in any way. I don't even want to go to a bar or coffee shop and play this thing. I just like to sit on the couch, take this, and just game on the couch. I don't want to go to my desktop sometimes. And that sounds so cool. And I'm trying to put in the mindset of people who are social too. They want to go out. They just whip this bad boy and just play for a good 1-2 hours, and you're done. It's better. It's so much better than taking a laptop. Next up, you can install Windows. It's a Linux based system, but you can install Windows. So it basically functions like a PC, a handheld PC. Obviously, I'm not going to be using the Linux. The first thing I'm going to do is install Windows. Will it replace mobile? No, I don't think it will. It's too big to replace mobile. But the fact that you have a proper laptop, I'm not sure how to class this. It's kind of like weird to class this. I don't know. But the fact that Windows can be installed, it just brings out a whole new opportunity. And lastly, I think the price. The price is, I know I've mentioned the cons and everything, but I think it's reasonable. At $400, I think it's absolutely reasonable to get this. I mean, if you don't want to buy a mid-tier PC and you just want to get into intro-level gaming, this is far better than buying a console. This is far better than buying a mid-end gaming PC. It's far more easy. I think it's even better than a low-end gaming PC. This is so much better. If you compare the price and what this product actually gives to you, I think it's more than enough for us gamers. So anyway, that's my pros and cons. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment and do leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.